Welcome to the ASTRALX Deep Dive, illuminating your path. I'm Solarian Zephyr, your cosmic strategist.
And I'm Lunaria Celine, your intuitive guide. We bridge celestial wisdom.
Unlock your modern path.
Discover guiding starlight insights. Explore powerful cosmic energies.
So, how do planetary transits shape your story today?
Today we're actually doing a deep dive, really focusing in, this is for you if you have your sun or your rising sign in Sagittarius.
Right, and we've been looking at some source material, specifically the Archer's Odyssey, Sagittarius Sun and Rising Men in 2025.
Exactly. And our mission really is to unpack what's going on cosmically in 2025, the big planetary stuff.
Yeah, how those major placements and transits are going to specifically hit that Sagittarian energy for you listening, like charting your cosmic map for the year ahead, right?
Perfectly put. So let's start with the core energy. The source calls you the Centaur King. It's this idea that you're integrated, powerful.
Not just the archer, but everything, the arrow, the bowstring, even the horizon you're aiming for.
Yeah, exactly. And with Sag Sun and Sag Rising, that energy is doubled. It's this blazing beacon, like the source says.
All about truth-seeking, that thirst for adventure, and just this, well, fundamental optimism, usually.
And the core myth woven in is Chiron, the wise centaur, the wounded healer.
Right, who integrates the instinctual, the earthly, with the higher wisdom, becomes a sovereign guide.
That's the path, integrating those parts. The source calls you the galactic pilgrim. Your life is the journey. Your spirit's the flame.
That's a powerful way to frame it. Okay, so let's dive into the specifics for 2025. The cosmic weather, using this quantum astrology perspective from the source.
Okay, first off, and this is huge for Sagittarius, your ruling planet Jupiter, the big expander.
Where's Jupiter hanging out in 2025?
It's moving through Leo, and for you, that puts it right in your 10th house.
Wow, okay. 10th house career, public image, legacy. That's got to be significant.
Oh, absolutely. The source calls it a cosmic inflation of your public impact, your purpose.
So like natural charisma, vision, all that Sagittarian stuff gets amplified. For leadership, recognition.
You're totally supercharged. This could be the year you really get your philosophy out there on a much bigger stage.
But there's a catch, right? The source mentioned a quantum question.
Yes. With all that fiery Leo energy boosting your public profile, do you channel it into genuinely inspired creation, Leo's high side?
Or does it just puff up the ego? Become more about display than substance?
Exactly. That's the core choice highlighted there. It ties back to that Centaur King, balancing wisdom and power.
Makes sense. The source even mentioned feeling it physically, like warmth, expansion, maybe pressure in the chest or crown.
Yeah, like feeling the actual weight and the brightness of that potential legacy. It's potent stuff.
Okay, so that's the big expansion. What's the counterbalance?
Well, that would be Saturn. Saturn in Pisces bringing a very different vibe. Structure, reality, responsibility.
Okay, and where is Saturn?
Saturn's in your 4th house, roots, home, family, your emotional foundations, deeply personal space.
And it's opposing your sun, right? And probably Mercury, too, for many Sagittarians.
Crucially, yes. An opposition is like a cosmic tug of war. Tension, needing integration.
So this is pulling you inward, towards emotional stuff, family stuff.
The source calls it a gravitational pull toward emotional responsibility. Your freedom-loving Sag spirit is being asked to, well, tend to the home base.
Build a solid foundation before launching the next arrow.
That's the challenge precisely. Build that stable launchpad. Deal with the inner security, the family patterns, using Saturn's discipline.
So your explorations have somewhere solid to return to or launch from, not just floating free.
Exactly. Finding freedom within that structure. And somatically, this can feel like pressure, maybe in the hips, root chakra, grounding that restless fire.
Okay, Jupiter pushing out, Saturn pulling in. What else is in the mix?
Neptune, the planet of dissolution, spirituality, the collective. It's recently moved into Aries.
Aries. So that puts it in the 11th house for Sagittarius. Groups, friends, future hopes.
Correct. The source describes this as a kind of quantum entanglement with collective ideals. Meaning your personal quest, your search for truth, might start merging with the desire to serve something bigger. A cause, a community effort, especially something pioneering, which is very Aries.
Sounds inspiring, but Neptune can be tricky, right?
Very. There's a warning. You got to distinguish between genuinely inspired collective action
and getting lost in the fog. Like utopian dreams or just groupthink that isn't really your truth.
Precisely. Discernment is key. The feeling here might be subtle, like a tingling in the solar plexus or fingertips, sensing group energy, but also your own conviction.
Okay, this next one sounds intense. The nodes. North node, south node.
Yeah, these aren't planets, they're points showing your karmic path, your growth edge. And in 2025, they hit your relationship axis hard.
How so?
South Node is in Aries in your first house of self. North Node is in Libra in your seventh house of partnership.
Ah, okay. So the South Node in the first, that's the comfort zone for Sag, right?
Yeah.
Independence, solo quest, my way or the highway.
Totally. Especially with double Sag energy, that Aries South Node feels natural. Self-assertion, doing your own thing.
But the growth, that's the North Node in Libra, in the house of the other.
Exactly. Your evolution this year isn't about going it alone. It's about learning partnership. Real, equal partnership. Compromise, negotiation, truly seeing and valuing the other person.
That sounds like a direct challenge to the Sag default mode.
It is. That's why the source calls it a karmic crucible. It forces a choice between that ingrained independence and the growth that comes through connection. Balancing the I and the we.
And the feeling associated with this.
A heat or a pulling sensation, perhaps between the solar plexus, your sense of self, and the heart center, especially in relationship moments. A real tension.
Wow. Okay, one more major player. Pluto.
Ah, Pluto. Transformation, death and rebirth, power. Pluto's now in Aquarius.
And for Sag, Aquarius is the 9th house, which is your house. Philosophy, higher learning, travel, beliefs.
Exactly. So Pluto in your 9th. The source calls this core belief system, demolition, rebirth.
Whoa.
It means those big truths, the philosophies, the cultural or religious ideas you've built your Sagittarian identity on, they're up for intense review. Pluto digs deep.
So like a crisis of faith, or a total shift in worldview from travel or study.
Could be any of that. Pluto demands evolution. Things you held as absolute truth might crumble, needing to be rebuilt on a deeper, more authentic foundation. Your identity is tied to belief, so this is fundamental.
And the feeling.
Maybe deep tremors, pressure in the liver area traditionally linked to filtering truth, or the third eye, your perception center, like feeling the bedrock shifting.
Okay, that's a lot of major energy shaping the year. Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, the nodes, Pluto, all hitting key areas.
And layered on top of these big themes, you have shorter transits that activate them, like punctuation marks.
Like Mars.
Exactly. Mars, planet of action, is in Cancer twice in 2025, January 4th, February 12th, then again June 9th to July 20th.
Cancer is the 4th house, home and roots again.
Right. So Mars here fires up that area. Your drive is focused on home, family, emotional security. It directly activates those Saturn demands we talked about, a time to act on or protect your home base.
And Venus. I saw something about a retrograde.
Yes, Venus retrograde in Leo, July 11th to September 3rd, and Leo is your 10th house.
So right in the career and public image sector.
Retrogrades are review periods, so this is about reassessing your values around career recognition, passion projects. What do you really want? How do you find joy in your public role? It's a chance to redefine success for yourself.
It helps to see how this plays out in real life. The source mentioned some examples.
Yeah, think about Brad Pitt. Sag Sun and Rising. His whole career shows that journey. Physical travel in films, spiritual seeking, constantly evolving public image. It really mirrors that Centaur path, always moving towards a new horizon.
And Mark Twain. Another Sag Sun, probably Sag Rising too.
Absolutely. That blend of adventure and sharp truth-telling, using humor and travel to poke at hypocrisy, explore big questions, challenging the status quo. That's very Pluto in the 9th, in a way challenging accepted truths.
So the takeaway is,
yeah,
your life is your story. Own it. Speak your truth even if the rock's the boat.
That's the essence. Your journey is the narrative.
The source also used some cultural analogies to make this feel more tangible.
Right, like Odysseus returning home. Transformed by his trials, that's Pluto working on his worldview in the 9th, but needing to reintegrate with his roots, his home Saturn in the 4th. Yet he's forever marked by the horizons he saw, the Sag spirit.
And a bit of Into the Wild meets Lawrence of Arabia.
Yeah, that blend. The pure Sag quest for self-discovery, that Aries South Node drive.
Colliding with the need for connection, legacy, working with others, the Libra North Node, Jupiter in the 10th. It's not just running off grid.
Exactly. It's about how the journey informs your place in the world.
And musically.
Think epic horizon-chasing stuff like Hans Zimmer's Time, blended with raw, truth-seeking lyrics, maybe like Bruce Springsteen's Thunder Road. The open road, the quest itself, that's your sacred space this year.
Okay, understanding is one thing. How can you actively work with this? The source had interactive elements, right?
Yes. Practical tools. First, a pause and reflect journal prompt, especially when Saturn feels heavy, maybe around March, July, November.
What's the prompt?
You get something like, Where is Saturn asking me to build stronger emotional foundations? Fourth house. What freedom am I maybe scared to trade for that stability? How do my roots help or hinder my big visions? And what old belief, Pluto ninth, needs releasing to build a truer inner home?
That really connects the dots between the planets and inner work. What about the ritual?
Yeah, a ritual blueprint for the new moon in Sagittarius, November 30th, to consciously ignite your quest.
How does that work?
Simple but potent. New moon time, maybe outdoors. Light a purple or gold candle. Hold something symbolizing direction. A compass, an arrowhead. Yep. Face your horizon. Breathe in. Feel that sad fire coming up from the earth. Breathe out, sending focused intention towards your goal. Then declare, I am the archer and the arrow. My path is my truth. I journey with purpose and grace.
And visualize.
Visualize Jupiter's light on your midheaven, your highest point. Then write down one core truth to guide you into 2026. It's about setting your aim consciously.
Powerful. And there was an embodiment exercise, too.
Yeah.
For daily use.
Yes. The Centaur's grounded flight. Good for restlessness. Stand feet hip-width, feel the ground. Imagine roots going deep. That's Saturn in the fourth.
Got it. Grounded.
Then inhale, lift the chest slightly, gaze far ahead, sag vision. Exhale, bend the knees slightly, feel that grounded centaur strengthen your legs, but keep your heart and eyes lifted.
So stable base, aspiring top.
Exactly. Repeat maybe 5 times. Feel that fusion, stability and aspiration. On the last exhale, let out a strong HA sound. Release excess energy. Feel grounded while reaching.
These are great practical ways to engage. Now, based on how you navigate all this, the source laid out 3 potential paths, right? Not predictions, but possibilities.
Yeah, 3 timelines for the Centaur King. First, the illuminated wayfinder. This is the positive integration path. You channel Jupiter into real leadership, inspired creation. You meet Saturn's demands, heal roots, build that secure base that supports adventure. Pluto transforms beliefs into deep wisdom, and you embrace the Libra North Node, building strong, equal partnerships.
And the outcome.
Fulfilling legacy, real inner security, recognized as wise, and relationships that genuinely expand your world. Aiming true. Second path, the dogmatic crusader. This is the cautionary one.
How does that look?
Jupiter inflates the ego, chasing empty recognition, maybe forcing your truth on others. Saturn feels like jail, so you react with reckless escapes and neglect home, feel unmoored. Pluto hardens beliefs into dogma. And the Aries South Node dominates, impulsive, self-absorbed, damaging the relationships the North Node calls for. Neptune could pull you into fanaticism.
Oof. The outcome there sounds like isolation, damaged reputation.
Pretty much. Running in circles, arrows flying wild, disillusionment. Third path, the initiated sage. This one often starts with a crisis. Maybe Pluto in the 9th shatters a core belief, a big plan fails, your identity gets shaken.
Okay. But then,
instead of fighting it, you surrender. You use Saturn's discipline to rebuild from the inside out, confront karma. You lean into the Libra node, forging deep partnerships that challenge and refine you. Your philosophy gets rebuilt deeper, more compassionate, earned through experience.
So the crisis becomes the initiation.
Exactly. You emerge as a guide because you navigated the darkness. The outcome is radical rebirth, authentic wisdom, truly transformative relationships, hard-won insight.
So wrapping this all up, what's the core message, the mandate for Sagittarius Sun and Rising in 2025?
It really demands you aim your whole integrated self, body, mind, spirit with conscious purpose this year.
Use Jupiter's boost for legacy, but make sure it's inspired, not just ego.
Use Saturn to build that deep root system, finding freedom and stability, not just chasing it endlessly.
Let Pluto transform your truths, even if it means tearing down old structures. Be willing to evolve your beliefs.
Let Neptune connect you to a bigger cause, but with clear eyes, genuine service, not delusion.
And really embrace that node shift. Grow through partnership. Let others in. Learn the we.
You're not just the seeker anymore. You're becoming the sovereign guardian of the quest itself, taking responsibility for the journey.
Stand firm in wisdom. Draw your bow with integrity. Let your arrow fly true. Your epic continues.
As our cosmic journey concludes, dive deeper into your unique path.
Request your email audio reading now. You can find the link right in the description below.
And explore the episode resources and other links too. All the details are waiting for you there.
Ignite. Think. Become.
Subscribe for more Starlight Insights. Thank you so much for joining us.